So I said I'm live. I don't know. Hang on.
So you play on the laptop?
I play
That's
OSU
cool.
on. I play OSU on the laptop.
Oh,
Yeah. No, you
you're
can't see my gameplay.
you're so good, bro.
I'm so bad. Yeah, you can see my gameplay.
Mouse go bird. Dead Wars. Yeah, let's see. Let's see this weird resolution, my guy.
Weird res. Oh, that's normal res. Because I'm playing on a CV right now because I'm not in my setup.
Bro, that looks like you're playing on like what I don't know. I can tell. I edited Luca,
I'm
cause
play.
why not?
I'm playing on an older version of Minecraft for Java.
How do you? Is Java free?
Java's not free, my guy. It's like $30.
What's the free version of Minecraft then?
I think like
The
education.
original free.
Hi.
Did you
Hi,
pay
Panasec.
for
How
it?
are you today?
Yes.
Oh my god, I love it when I lag.
Are you on Twitch?
What?
Are you streaming on Twitch?
No, I'm streaming on YouTube.
Your YouTube?
Yeah.
Wait, playing a hypixel. Yeah, I told this guy he's so cute. Like that.
I'm gonna fill bridge here.
And then
Yeah, no, we can't hear it. Those are ghost blocks right there. Where? Okay. Came in diagonal speed bridge, I guess. I'm gonna be here for hours.
I lag. What?
Hey, punch.
Damn that res, bro. What did I say? You're kind of looking. I don't know.
I don't have Zoom.
You don't have you want Zoom?
I can't
You
go on
guys want
bridge!
Zoom calls?
Here, okay.
What did you just say?
Okay, so my editor's saying God bridge. I can't even drag click my guy.
Here's your here's your editor.
Yeah.
And sex.
I can't edit.
What kind of sex is that? Was
Just gotta run fast.
sex. Make sure to
Here,
subscribe to. I'm joking.
subscribe if you haven't already. I
What
know a very small.
client do you?
I'm using normal right
Please know
now.
what client he is.
I mainly use Lunar, but I'm not playing on Lunar right now because it won't boot up.
He's my Minecraft coach, right? You're my Minecraft coach. I'm
I,
joking.
I'm not that good, my guy. So I think Red's decent at the game. This is fun.
Imagine these people are around. Look
This
at their
is
ragdolls
this
here.
is fun. I like Fallen Void.
I'm just waiting for bad line client setup
Can I
33. 3.3, sorry.
move?
Wait, what's the latest version of Bad Lion?
Uh,
18 point something?
I don't
18.10?
know. I don't
Is that
use
a thing still?
Badlion.
Or is Is Bad Lion bad? That sounds sketchy.
I just Or is it latencies? Oh my god.
So is bad client bad or no?
Bideline's client is
I'm about to
decent.
go answer this.
Can I just get the gen? Thank you.
Would you just say Skeptic1 just joined my stream and thank you?
Uh, why?
Oh, when you have 800,000 members in your server, like what?
What?
The server is currently full. That's too much. That's too bad. Imagine not joining the Genshin Impact server. No, I'm joking.
I am at gray, my guy. I can't do everything. Oh, come on. Just give me a bed, please. Not my bed
Wait,
broke.
what?
Dear God, I'm fucked. This game's fun.
Are you on PC?
Yeah, I'm on PC. I think we're gonna play some bridge and get shit on. Oh God. Okay, so sumo it is then. Not predict. Okay.
Lunar client is a bad line client.
I prefer lunar just because of owners.
I'm not gonna you. It's like actually, I actually know. It's very tough. The rise and the fall.
Okay. Yeah, I lost. What? I don't know.
all the time for videos, preview feeds, everything. I am gonna start off with Batline first though, and then branch off and try out. Mostly gonna be
Why
focusing
this map? Why this
on
map?
FPS and other.
I have 3
The
viewers in
video
my
though,
chat.
be
Let's
sure to
go.
do a favor and drop. Go ahead.
Hey, I don't play.
Do you
I don't
hear the
play
video I'm
sumo.
watching?
Huh?
Can you hear the video that I'm watching?
Oh yeah, I can hear it.
Okay, then bye.
Bye.
Because I'm gonna just go watch the video because I want to know what's the difference.
So the latency is actually pretty. Oh God. Oh wow. Let's go 5. Okay. I'm playing with I'll be playing with yours too. I get 5-0. Can I even get 5? Oh god. What? Okay. Okay, so yeah. This guy's a flick master. Okay, so KSV. PR. Can I? Can I? Okay. Not getting 5-1 this. No, 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 no. No! Damn it. Can I? Can I move? Okay, so. Wait, what? Fuck! No! Close view bobbing. I'm. Alright. That's when we do that. Close view bobbing. Is that better? I'm gonna be playing Bed Wars soon with viewers. I want this. I want this. No, huh? So yeah, he's trying to wall run.
Hey!
I
Good fucking shit. You cannot deny it.
Oh god, no.
Yeah, you can't deny that was a good shot.
Okay, so he's just gonna be racing. What I can do? I think I did a good job of blocking that. Is that better? I can't. Okay, we get it. We like to race. He's gonna pull you. That's it. We try to. What? Yeah. PP Kibitzi for joining into the stream. What? He clutched. Yeah, GG. God damn it, now I can't see. Okay. Oh shit, not Skyblock. I can't really see my
Who all's in here?
we're all in here?
Jamie and
Okay, so what, you're locked in from another location? No, I didn't. And on chat. Um, do that. Do this really quick. No, somebody should not have my session ID. Fuck. We're gonna put on background music and I'll be right back. Hmm? Okay, I'm back. Sorry for the background noise. Let's play some Bed Wars.
Add for Discord. And then read
Why black? That's because. Wait, did I?
You should need to look at your fucking keys.
There's a lot of common blunders.
Okay, it should be coming back here soon.
10 mistakes every FPS gamer makes. Starting off with number 10, it's wasting abilities and secondaries. These are some of the most frustrating mistakes out there in multiplayer games because while secondary abilities can be incredibly helpful in the right hands, in the wrong hands, they can be less than useless. How many times have we all thrown a flashbang into a room just because, without thinking,
It should be turning back here soon.
Will I actually hit anyone at this angle?
Hopefully.
Is there anybody even in there? And that's just one example. Like, what about tossing
Yeah, it's back, okay.
into a house, not
Bomb.
thinking about the fact that you're
Bomb,
basically
bomb.
just telling the enemy exactly where
Boom.
you're heading?
Admin guys, I think. I don't know. 8 list. Okay. So,
It's tempting to use certain abilities at the start of the round, for example, but a lot of the time you're just spending money on an ability that's going to run out before anyone actually hits it. Like, there's so many games that this point applies to.
what?
Is that secondary weapons and powers can be tempting to just throw out whenever you're really thinking about it, but a lot of the time can really bite you in the ass. And number 9 is picking the wrong weapons for the wrong situations. You know, when you've done this, like, this sort of thing applies to both multiplayer and single player, and it sucks either way. Like, you go into a level with a shotgun, but the game expects you to have a sniper rifle, you pick up a pistol and Halo, but you're actually going to need a rocket launcher, etc. A lot of the time it's impossible to know what's coming next in the game, and when you're playing a game like Halo with a 2-weapon limit, sometimes you're going to go
Where are my blocks?
unprepared to handle the situation. It's especially annoying in multiplayer, even if it's something you end up learning pretty quickly. You go into a map for the first time, you might think that it's all about long sightlines or sniper position, so you bring a big rifle, and you find out it's all tight corridors where close-range weapons are best. And in those situations, people learn from their mistakes pretty quick. But if you're
Well, I can't really defend.
you might run into this mistake more often. The random nature of Battle Royale games means that, inevitably, you're going to be straight up outgunned sometimes, and that's obviously not always a mistake, it's just bad luck in this case. But there's also a lot of situations where people did have access to the right weapon and passed it up because they weren't thinking. Like, a lot of people, for whatever reason, make the mistake of getting 2 rifles at the same time, even though there were good submachine guns around. Just passing up the rifles and...
I'm scared. Wait. Why? Bye. Mate, why?
It's just annoying. It's especially bad when the game has a bunch of guns that you need in your path, but you've got the weapons you want. You want to keep using it, you don't want to swap it out for anything else, and then... Alright.
Yeah? Is the music too loud? Huh? I was talking to my chat. Guys, is that music too loud? Okay. can't see what I'm typing. Choose. The toes, the baby, the toes. I saw new, but I freaked out. Where's the pickles live? Ooh. It might be online. I got the toes! The toes! The toes! My guy! Bruh. Let's play Lighthouse. What is the stress? I'm playing on a TV right now. Hang on, I can try to fix it live. I thought I should auto adjust. Okay, is that better? I don't know. I just had to make a quick stream. But thank you so much for checking out my stream. Yeah, I'm gonna fill this bridge.
You're kicking yourself for not picking up the guns as needed. In single player games, yeah, you want to play the game the way you want, but sometimes that leads to major frustration. And number 8 is screwing around with the setting for way too long. Now, we don't know about you, but for us, messing with the settings can be a huge mistake. Not because we like to screw up the game or anything, but we get obsessed with it. And sure, this is something you can do for pretty much any game. But when it comes to FPS games, I feel like getting the settings just right can be really important. Almost more so than other genres. Because of, accuracy and sensitivity, stuff like that. I know there's other people out there like this. People who constantly fiddle with control and graphical settings on an FPS game get things feeling just right. The only problem is what happens when they never actually feel just right. Like, that's the danger of going into the settings. Every game has different sensitivity settings, so adjusting them can be a huge chore. Then there's graphics. If you're not on a top-of-the-line machine, trying to get the settings right for a game can take forever, and it seems almost random sometimes which settings affect the FPS the most. Obviously, things like texture quality and anti-aliasing are a huge thing, but sometimes post-processing is almost nothing. Well, in other games, it can cause the FPS to drop like a rock. Trying to test your settings in certain games can be especially annoying when there's auto-saves. Like, hope you don't mind watching and re-watching that opening cutscene for like 30 seconds until the skip button appears. Trying to get the perfect settings can be a stressful and laborious process, and games are supposed to be fun. Sometimes good is enough. And number 7 is staying too stationary or pushing too hard. Here's a mistake that basically no one can deny they haven't made at least once in a while. FPS games, especially when you get into competitive space, are primarily about positioning and reflexes. It's not really a mistake to have that reflexes. That's something that can, for people at the highest levels of play at least, take years of practice. And it's not something that everybody can overcome 100% of the time. But when it comes to
Alright, do you want to play 5 BT?
Rather than physical skill. There's so many examples of this kind of thing that you can bump it down for too long. You get surrounded, you weren't aggressive enough, you pay the price. On the flip side, we can all think of the times we rush forward unprepared and that
What the?
almost immediately in pretty much any FPS game. These mistakes everybody makes because every game works differently. Like you join a game in Valorant or Counter-Strike where the gameplay is a lot more defensive focused, but you're used to playing more aggressive games and you end up paying for it. Or you might join Call of Duty or something and play too consciously, slowly moving around where your enemies are constantly rushing you with submachine guns. Now, just being too static in general in many of these games can be seen as a mistake. Sometimes you gotta be hopping around straight and you crouch all the time to survive, and if you don't do any of that, you're easy prey. It's the kind of thing that makes you wince to see it, and when you do it, you know that you screwed up. And it's just that sometimes this stuff can be a hard habit to break. And number 6 is never using the BFG. We did a list a while back about mistakes RPG gamers make, and of course we mentioned the thing that everybody does, which is get really good items and then never use them. You know, like when you get a Mega Elixir that fully restores all the health and magic, it'd be really useful for a boss, but who knows, it might come in later, so you just save it, and it sits on your inventory, roll credits, and you're like, oh, I never used that. This is exactly that, but for FPS games. And a game that has like a really good gun with limited ammo, I would apply this to. Like the most obvious example is the BFG 9000, especially in Doom 2016 and Eternal.
I need to gaffle.
Special ammo supply. The gun is awesome for clearing out crowds. It can be a lifesaver in situations where you're getting overwhelmed. But instead of using it, you just let it collect dust in your inventory. Yeah, you might use it if there's an extra charge lying around the arena and you're already max ammo, but otherwise, you're saving it. What if something tougher comes along? What if I really get stuck? Can I really need it? That's generally how we justify never using this type of stuff. They make it so there's just enough ammo for you to think about using it,
oh, damn it.
so never actually use
Sorry,
it.
sorry, chat.
So many other games as well. Like, who hasn't picked up a rocket launcher or a Spartan laser or whatever in Halo and just never used it? Sure, there's a tank right there you could easily take out with a rocket or two, but instead you try to flick away at it with a machine gun or something.
I think I'm gonna go for M's.
Especially in an FPS game.
I'll take my teammates. Got it. Oh god. Oh god.
They got a call. Said there was trouble in the house.
Oh, sorry. I'm not on Ruiner.
They do their homework. Tongue is first in her class. When and Isha are too.
You say we hard on these kids. You know why? Because we are. That's our
job.
To keep them off these streets. Number 5 is missing a jump. So, just a quick acknowledge, this is probably one of the most understandable mistakes on this list. Because FPS platforming is usually frustrating. It's a lot harder to tell where you're going to land in first person, and do with very few exceptions. Newer games have mechanics to make things a little more tolerable. Like being able to mantle onto ledges and double jump and air dash makes things a little easier, but there's still going to be situations in something like Doom Eternal where you're going to jump, you're going to think you're actually going to fall into a bottomless pit. Like FPS platforming is just hard as it is, because every single game has slightly different
how's you guys to stay?
jumps. It's one mistake that everybody's eventually going to make when they have to play a bunch of games with platforming. I mean, at least Doom Eternal is pretty forgiving about it. Older FPS games like Half-Life, where You missed a jump, you were just dead. Hope you remember to quick save. Also, now with Battle Royale games, we don't have to just worry about missing a little jump. A bad fall can pretty much set the stage for an
I'm
entire
dead.
match. Most Battle Royale games
I should be responded by now.
Where you want to go. Sometimes
okay, now I'm dead.
It's cool, but there's inevitably going to be a time where you totally
sure.
into a wall or overshoot a roof or like just land in a terrible spot. Pretty much every FPS these days has some kind of jump, and as long as you're in first person, there's always going to be mistakes that you make. It's just always going to happen when you're forced to platform in an FPS. And number 4, friendly fire, shooting your allies. In certain FPS games, telling a friend from a foe can be a little difficult. Like in any modern military shooter, a lot of the time it's just 2 different armies in camo shooting at each other, and actually telling them apart can be a bit of a challenge. This is one of those mistakes that can go down in both multiplayer and single-player FPS games. In multiplayer, you do it because you're on edge and prone to shooting and just about anything that comes around the corner. While in single-player games, it's more of a situation where you just can't help to beat the part. It sucks in single-player games where shooting your allies gets you an instant game over, but it's especially bad in multiplayer. Like, you can get branded a team killer, even when you do it by mistake. Like, it often just doesn't matter. People are just going to be pissed. For multiplayer games, there's a point where most new players get out of the habit of just shooting everything that wanted in their sights. You eventually start to notice little differences between your guys and the other guys, and once you get accustomed to the game, the trigger finger starts to get a little less itchy. So for online games, at least, I feel like this mistake is mostly a noob trap. In single-player games, though, sometimes they just make it really hard to tell your allies from your enemies, and it's intentional. At a certain point, it's just a flip of a coin whether you shoot at the military guy with the greenish-brown camo or the military guy with the brownish-green camo. Or maybe he's got that gray urban camo. Oh wait, no, that's too much of a difference. And number 3 is ignoring the objectives. This is kind of a newbie mistake, but it's something that we all do once in a while. I'm not just talking about objective-based multiplayer games with Battlefield either. This applies to pretty much anything.
I shifted.
For these objectives, these days, multiplayer is where you're going to see most objective-based games. In multiplayer games, you're all tempted to just run around and look for guys to shoot. Obviously, it's the point of these games being first-person shooters and all, but for certain game types, it's really better to focus on completing objectives, both from a personal standpoint and for the entire team. In a lot of these games, scoring kills doesn't actually mean much. Everybody just respawns, and the real goal is about capturing control points, disarming bombs, or getting a flag. At a certain point, killing dudes is just a waste of time. You're not really assisting the team, you're not really hurting the enemy team, but it is also so much fun that you can't help but do it. If you like winning the games, ignoring the objective is a mistake. Even in ones where it seems like you don't contribute much, it's such a basic thing. Just having an understanding of what you're supposed to do in a multiplayer game and then doing it. So it's probably one of the most common mistakes out there. And number 2 is not working as a team. Like, this is an obvious one, right? You join a team game or battle royale, instead of sticking with the group and communicating the team focus the game is, and how totally unmatched you're going to be when you do it, it just doesn't matter. You want to go to the airport? Screw that. I'm going to the stadium.
I'm going to try to do a hardcore video. Yeah.
Everybody does it sometimes, especially when you're playing on a public server. We've all seen teammates all going opposite directions when playing battle royale games, or even more focused games like Counter-Strike. What inevitably happens when the lone wolf gets into a 3-on-1 or a 4-on-1 situation and gets killed. Of course, there's plenty of pro MLG gamers out there who do just fine. They can handle being alone, whatever, even in team games. But for most of us, refusing to work as a team usually leads to death, at least in a game where the team is the focus. It's the same reason people ignore objectives. They want to get on the ground and just do what they want, gameplay be damned, but depending on the game, this is a regular old mistake, or possibly a really big mistake, and a mistake we all do sometimes. And number 1 is constantly reloading for no reason. If there is one mistake anyone who plays FPS games makes at some point, it's probably this one. Like, we all do that, right? If a game gives you the option to reload, I'm gonna do it constantly. It's one of those things you gotta train yourself out of, but
I think that
running into an enemy base, but I've only got 20 bullets in my clip. Reload. Oh, I just shot one more bullet. Reload. I can't help it, and I don't even need to ask. I know there's a ton of people out there just like that. Like, if you're a true degenerate, like live dangerously, then you're the total opposite. You never reload, even when you actually should. For us constant reloaders, it's sickening to see, but we've got to respect the game at least. Most of the time, it's just a kind of annoying habit. But if you're playing competitively, it can be the difference between winning and losing. Many players get in the habit of instinctively reloading after every kill, even if there are possibly enemies nearby, and if they catch you reloading, you know what that means? You're dead. Reloading is such an elemental part of a lot of FPS games, and you love to see good, satisfying reload animation. But if you do it all the time, or hell, just at the wrong time, you'll see what a mistake non-stop reloading can be. And that's all for today. Leave us a comment, let us know what you think. If you like this video, click like. If you're not subscribed, now's a great time to do so. We upload brand new videos. These days, a lot of games tell us how to do everything in excruciating detail via tons of tutorials at the start. Or do they? Hi folks, it's Falcon, and today on Gamer 10 Hidden Mechanics Big Games Never Tell You About Part 2. Starting off at number 10, The Last of Us and Uncharted. The enemies encourage you to move around. This one's kind of actually a naughty Dog staple. The Last of Us, and especially the Uncharted series, are all about positioning and movement. Combat usually happens in pretty varied arenas that they put a lot of work into. They want you to explore them, and one of the ways they do that is by having the enemies push you around. The mechanic is actually pretty simple. If you stay in one place for too long, enemies start throwing grenades at you or try to flank you, so trying to bunker up in one spot becomes more and more frustrating. Now, these mechanics are in place to encourage you to move rather than force it, so it's possible to just sit in one spot and walk away at enemies if you want. But combat is generally easier if you move around and reposition instead. It's less obvious on lower difficulties, but on higher challenge levels, this whole thing becomes a lot more noticeable. It's not a huge thing, and grenade spam in these types of games can be actually really annoying, especially if you really just want to stay in one spot, but the developers want you to move, and generally it is more fun when you do. At number 9 is Monster Hunter's motion values. If there's one series that can give FromSoftware's Soulsborne games a run for their money in confusing and unexplained mechanics, it is the Monster Hunter series. For this example, I want to give a big shout out to Super Slash in the comments for the previous Hidden Mechanics video for mentioning this. It's called motion values. In the Monster Hunter series, the number on the weapon isn't the actual damage it does. The actual strength of the weapon is determined by a ton of different factors, so a weapon that, on paper, seems to be much stronger than another weapon might actually be much worse depending on its motion value. Of course, motion value is just part of how it's calculated. It just happens to be one of the most notable parts. Basically, motion value is the damage.
I don't like a garbage marker of crapness.
So longer and
That's too wide.
attacks will have a higher modifier versus faster attacks which have a lower modifier. That's just a general rule. Some attacks aren't like that, but that's sort of the general idea.
What? Yep.
Which isn't the same as the raw damage that's displayed on the weapon stand screen, so all of this changes depending on which monster hunter you're talking about. Long story short, determining the weapon's damage in Monster Hunter is kind of a laborious process. Thankfully, for the most part, it doesn't. And number 8 is Super Metroid, the special moves. Way back in the day, Super Metroid on the SNES was really mysterious. It included powers and abilities.
He's still on the screen.
Last year was hard for a lot of reasons. The King players and our staff missed
Okay, Wally.
Hey, chances are if you're watching this video, you're looking for some good games to play, but you're not willing to break the bank. Well, you're in luck because we've got about 15 random recent games we've chosen that are pretty dirt cheap. The rule was we tried to keep it around $25 and under for games releasing mostly in 2020 and some in 2019. All the games we mentioned and talk about will be linked at various places down in the description below. Of course, clicking those links may help this show, but of course these game prices are North America and they are subject to change. We've made this video at the end of February 2021. With all those disclaimers out of the way, let's get started off with number 15 and talk about Ace Combat 7, which roughly usually comes in at about $20 on Amazon for the major platforms, and it's worth checking out if you haven't already. especially if you're someone who's maybe not necessarily into military aerial dogfight style games. There's more to the Ace Combat games than meets the eye. There's a bit more of a Japanese style, a flair of storytelling, cool action set piece moments, great music. You will be genuinely surprised by this game, even if you maybe only like some Japanese games, or if you vaguely like Top Gun. For $20, us personally, we think Ace Combat is a steal. It also has a little bit of a VR mode for the PlayStation version if you're into that type of thing. Considering it's lower price too, you don't have much to lose. You could give it a shot. Next, over at number 14, we have Resident Evil 3. This released in 2020, and although it's definitely not as long or as compelling as Resident Evil 2's remake was, it's still a pretty solid experience, and if you get it for a lower price, it's definitely worth jumping in, especially if you didn't experience the game when it was initially released on PlayStation 1. So, we've seen this at around $30 on PS4, floating around $24 on Amazon for Xbox, but also worth noting, $19.79 on PSN. So for under $20, we think the experience is worth checking out. Fighting the Nemesis himself is pretty cool. It's very cinematic. And again, the most important thing, like if you just haven't experienced the Resident Evil games before, we ultimately think you should, even if this remake isn't as strong. You still owe it to yourself to shoot some zombies and fight some monsters and just experience Jill Valentine's story. Over at number 13, we have Devil May Cry 5, which usually comes in at around $25 for all the platforms and PC, and that's a steal. Devil May Cry 5 is really awesome. The story's a little all over the place for me personally, but as a longtime fan, I still love the characters. I really love the gameplay here. It's probably the best it's ever been. The music is kick-ass, and it has next-generation console upgrades. So for $25, you're really getting away with murder here. Like a lot of Devil May Cry games, you get to swap between a bunch of different weapons that really alter your playstyle, but also you're playing as multiple characters that all.
It's a worth one. I love Waterfall.
Oh.
No, 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 no. What? God damn it. Why? Why? Knew it. Okay, so yeah. Aqua has been here. So I like in
On the way out.
I picked this up. Okay.
This will be at 203 more. Great.
Yeah. Okay. I need to get an address. Probably be 2 cent francs or something. I missed that.
Holy shit, like that. Yeah, you having a hope.
Huh?
Hope. Hey. Toss it.
Team deathmatch. Hades, Demeter wants her daughter back. Very well, but since
Fucking
she
hell,
ate
bitch.
half a pomegranate while in the
Talk about that.
underworld, she must return to me for half of every year.
Fuck her.
Could I please
Oh, finally.
Alright, but you must not turn around to look at her until you have both
You did
left
spit the
the
shit.
underworld. Let's see if you're in love. Seems like there's a switch across the door over there.
User of death. I swear to God, you put water on there?
Don't forget, Snake, you
No.
changed your stun gun to take him out. Oh yeah, that's right. For some reason I completely forgot that I had that gun. I also completely forgot to do my jungles. Thanks
Thanks for finding. Oh, and Snake, one more thing. What was that? Snake, you can spot it. You can obviously see it. Use your cardboard box to hide them. Don't have to see you. Gotcha. Thanks. Oh, and Snake, one more thing.
Okay, no, 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 no.
Must be nothing. Usually there's a switch problem. You better find out stupid ass shots from the corner because that's a glitch in the software. Hang on. Alright, bring up the coin. And corner free! Oh, no, that's what I'm talking about. Deal. Corner free! Alright, here we go. I got something cooking. You grab something? I think I'll head over in this direction. Corner free! Mess around, it's full of. It's a bull crap.
It's a bull crap.
See? I'm doing a ball game. What should I do? Dash and then go up? Yeah, corner free! Alright, enough of this mess. Shoot it from there. The rest are letting them play. Go for it. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Now I'm playing for real. She's doing pretty good. What play should I call now? Maybe corner free. It's hot. It is hot. Good night, that guy. Hi, nice to meet you. Can I have that? Hang on here for a second. Here, now, stupid ass shit. Many closure phrase, invented, Harrison, and Skywalker as the leader of the Grand Army of the Republic. The reason why was because Anakin would never pass the test or risk he himself was completely taken. He also led by example and fought alongside his men in the battle. It was like someone like Kylo think twice about his men's lives under his command. Anakin was a Jedi, but he was a great leader. Many closure phrase, invented, Harrison, and Skywalker as the leader of the Grand Army of the Republic. The reason why was because Anakin would never pass the test or risk he himself was completely taken. He also led and put.
Oh gosh.
Frag out Zilla and a man. After I got I input. What are you doing?
I'm gonna switch on completely. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Let me open up my I'll be open my chat on my phone so I can read it. Okay, so I don't know. Hey, can I post it in Ripple?
RCXD available.
Subject unaffected.
Oh shit! I forgot. I was playing. This should be doubles. Yeah, has to be doubles.
Fusion calls are in sight. Take the win.
Why did I drop my sword? I gotta stop dropping my sword, man. I think after this game, I'm gonna stop streaming for a while. don't know though. Just gotta set who said I should stop.
What's up?